allowed the two children to have the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mind, it's okay. Off your mind,
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we not talk. But thank God say my yegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My yegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My yegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This man not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. My yegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Aha. Now you wanna don't hear all these bad politicians, then we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want to make the common man get waiting supposed get for this country. Una never hear something. Now go hear one. My ego, you go show na paper. My ego diary political. So my people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we loud, oh, yo, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo, yo.
Hello, the brethren. So good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayegun live, and thanks so much for joining me. Remember, after reading the caption of the broadcast, read the description of the broadcast as well. Then like it, hear it, the video. To invite your friends and your not so friendly friends, tell them to join us. The Mayegun is live, one by one. So tonight we are starting with the latest killings recorded in Bakin Ladi in Plateau State. So the report, which has kind of like generated a lot of back and forth between the affected people. So the story was that the Bakin Ladi has been under attacks like from these Fulani terrorists like on uncountable times so far, and they have actually killed the locals on every occasion that they've struck. Meanwhile, in that same Plateau State, we have had the youth, especially the Berom youth and others who have grouped themselves together, formed a local vigilante, a response, kind of like a response team whenever these terrorists comes to attack. And the local Fulanis, who are also like part of the Plateau States, who claimed not to have been those who carried out these attacks, said whenever these youth want to carry out the reprisal attacks, they don't really go after the armed terrorists. They come after some of them in their own settlements. So, which has now led to threats and counter threats in that sense. 10 people were killed by the terrorists when they struck. And then the youth allegedly also killed the Fulani youth, which in that sense began to generate the tension of probably like inter-tribal, whatever clashes in that part. So we're going to start tonight with the Berom people who are speaking to the government officials, telling them what they have suffered and continue to suffer in the hands of these armed Fulani terrorists. Then we're going to go to Kwara, go to Abuja. Well, actually going to be going to a lot of places tonight. So as you are joining, share the broadcast. Here from Plateau State, the youth who are pretty much those who are dependent on their own communities, those who have seen it all, including most of them who have actually lost their loved ones to this ravaging Fulani terrorism. Yeah.
So, na farko ina gaiso mu da warhaka bisa ga ta'addancin da an sake mana kuma. This is another round of terrorism, and we want the security to have it on record that our lives are not to be killed by so-called Fulani, whom as far as we are concerned, based on their modus operandi on the plateau and what happened here, these are terrorists. These are terrorists, and it must be admitted that Fulani that are killing us are terrorists.
Yes.
And of course, we are aware, and the frame of report, the Chiwa Anyi cattle rustling, and poisoning Shanu, Anyi menene. Now, justifying these killings. Justifying these killings. Sir, you are the eye of the government here. Allah, we will not take it.
Yes.
If Fulani are not designated as terrorists, but if Fulani are not stopped from grazing on our land, but let it know that nobody should come and arrest anybody. Oh. Yes. Nobody should come and arrest anybody. The terrorists are there. They are killing people. They come with their cows, grazed on farmland, poison their cows, and allege that we are the one killing their people by laying ambush and shift them, blame on us and come with this terror attack on us. We have been pushed to the wall. Oh. We've been saying, I may not feed again. Oh. And nobody should summon me for anything. Nobody should summon us for anything. Our Plateau people good to be killed like this, and Nigerians good to be killed like this, and the terrorists are there moving freely. Sir, are stopping Fulani from grazing, on our land. If they have any land belonging to them, they should go and graze there. Yes. Our land is not for any grazing. And I wish STF is here so that they should know that this is our word. Yes. We are not fighting with anybody. We are law-abiding citizens. We are not fighting with any household, with anybody. But we start to defend our land. We start to defend our lives. And our heritage is not to be shared with the Fulanis.
Yes.
Sharakelsu are good for them. They own their cows. We own our land. If Fulani wants to acquire land, he should follow the lawful means. Not to come and get land by force, and then he's living there, and then from there he launches attack. We are aware that terrorists have been brought in. We are aware that bandits have been brought in. That is being led by Yellow. And then nobody is doing anything. All who could come and Yara, they thought they should remove all these barricades. Let the world know. Let there be something on these people that have been killed. Kunganya waba, I will appeal one thing. Kungani, these people have already planned their propaganda. As of yesterday, we got it on a credible authority that Fulani are saying that list of mutani who killed them at what point. These people were killing their homes. Let us know that where has the Fulani ever been killing his home? Even those land that were grabbed by act of terrorism. So, sir, yeah, Jama, we are appealing. Let us do one thing. Tunda, they have said we've been burying empty coffins. Can we do something while we dig the grave? Let these people be taken to General Hospital here and certified by the doctor, maybe within an hour, while the graves are being dug, so that we'll have them back and bury them, so that police will have on their report. We are saying this is because God could do something. Yes. That the people that perpetrated this act will be arrested. And should there be any arrest, there will be evidence to prove that these are the perpetrators of this act. But sir, please, sir, wallahi, Fulani should stop grazing on our land. Yes. Yes. There is no agreement. There is no agreement between Mutane Muda Fulani the Tewa come and graze on our land. We don't have that symbiotic relationship. Sir, I'm still repeating this. We cannot guarantee safety and peace on the plateau if Fulani continue grazing on our land. And nobody should be arrested for anything, under whatever guise they throw and poison in Shanu. In a poison in Shanu, does that justify this act? In a poison in Shanu, who did the poisoning? Is it our people or the Fulani? We are aware that Fulani, anytime they have already planned attack on our people, they will scheme it. They will go and poison their cows. They will start killing their own. And unless possibly they will go and kill people that are not in support of what they are doing. And then they will shift the blame on us. Fulani, kunti bashimu. Fulani sunti bashimu. Let it be known. Sunti bashimu. That is just it. And sir, I'm prescribing Mieti Allah, because Mieti Allah has become like the mouthpiece of these individuals, going to give any kind of report without allowing the security to verify it. Let Mieti Allah on the plateau be proscribed. Let them also be enlisted as terrorist organization. Because I want to believe that they are the ones, encouraging some of these things. Otherwise, something had happened. You went on air and alleged that Bureau militia, and we don't have militia. Has any Fulani settlement ever been attacked? So simply because they have the propaganda machine and they have the backing of some political office holders or their own. Tokuji, Jama, wallahi, if you don't invest on us, if you don't invest on our well-being, don't come for us for anything. Yes. If you don't invest in us for our well-being, don't come for anything. We cannot continue to be killed like this. Bere yuba. Bere men, bistelehen, dibi mamasot. The last killing was in the bush. Where it was alleged that Fulani were ambushed. And it's in their environment. And nobody has ever gone to their environment. You cannot even move freely in broad daylight. Not to even talk about in the night. But we have been killed in our homes. We deserve absolute government protection. And where it fails, and the people rise up, nobody should blame them. Because we've been pushed to the wall.
Spoke well. But the story is the same everywhere every time. Like this is the latest. There's going to be another one tomorrow. Because as we are going to bed tonight, there will be those who won't be sleeping simply because the Fulani terrorists will be busy slaughtering them. And then that will be the news tomorrow. And every day like that. I decided to crop out the dead people on the ground. You see those flowers, those leaves that you saw in that video, they use them to cover 10 dead bodies. Another part of a Plateau State called Dorowa was also attacked, where a man was killed. Here, let me show you.
Genocide. Who a woman court, world court, the media man, the business be any very evidence. To eat evidence, doctor, are satisfied. Chewaga irikunda baku, the would have nu ha. Then the Bemar South Africa, Barakan in Palestine. But what say facts? That be satisfying reporting doctors. You about a world court. How about them? Yes. To what would have to all letter? Unkurba you over more maringongan. Urilla, other Gashibaya and watch your Roko. The party, Villa Martimu. Who video report?
So the people have now been forced, right, to be taking their own killed people, their loved ones, to be taking them to the hospitals to be certified as being killed by terrorists. These ones were not killed on their way to the farm or traveling or anything. No. They were killed straight in their homes. And part of the excuse was that some people poisoned their cows. Or some people rustled their cows, like they stole their cows. And therefore, they will just put, communities, villages, they will put them on the list. And these are the communities they are going to level up, kill and kill and kill because of the cows. And of course, the people can be protected. There is no real protection anywhere. I understand that those who are in the Nigerian army, for example, who are sacrificing a lot, their lives, their own comfort and all that, okay, away from their family. And obviously they have become so overwhelmed, underpaid, ill-equipped, and also working for the compromised organization where intels are leaking out to the hands of the terrorists that has cost lives of these soldiers. Here you get. But the thing is that nobody is really safe. A lady called Mariam. Two ladies, by the way, one of them called Mariam. They were traveling from Zamfara to Sokoto. One was returning back to school about a month ago. So she was kidnapped. And guess what? She's been in their captivity for over 6 weeks. They made a video of her yesterday to demand for ransom, or they will be killed. Just like the regulars, because you've seen many videos like that, haven't you? It is just to tell you that every day, or to remind us that the Nigeria that APC, Ebekebe, has managed to foist on all of us, whether we like it or not, is a Nigeria that has made all of us a permanent, perpetual victims. You see? Other things may not be evenly distributed in Nigeria, like development, good governance, and the rest of that. But there is something that is so evenly distributed. It is the Hege, in this sense, which comes in different, which comes with different extras. So yesterday said survivors in that same Nigeria, because every day is like war. You are like fighting war every day to be alive. Everything is staked against you because of the kind of rules who are making decisions for millions of people in that country. So therefore, whether you are rich, poor, educated, illiterate, powerful, powerless. Nobody is actually safe. So we are all just waiting for our turn. If the terrorists, if you escape the terrorists, there are many other things, 1001 things that is there to take your life. And that is why when you look at APC, I personally believe that they are the weapons fashioned against you. Unfortunately, a lot of people keep embracing them. Mariam, begging for a life. Yeah, in Nigeria. On the
Babu magana hala.
These are terrorists that are likely never going to face any form of justice. And this is what they have turned Nigerians to. And it is all over the country. All over the country. Just yesterday. Was it yesterday or this afternoon? It was actually this afternoon when the people, okay, the people of Agu and Ishagu, two communities who got attacked, raided by these Fulani terrorists about a week ago. And they took people away. People have protested, demanding the government to go and rescue them and the rest of that, but it seems like nobody really cares. So they took to the streets and put a video on the internet just to call the attention of you and I. See all these towns, all these communities and all of that, right? They actually have people. Most of us come from these communities too, right?
This is Ishago Express Highway. We have blocked it already. There will be no entrance. There will be no entrance. We are not going to stop till government intervene in this. So there will be no movement till government intervene. We have done our possible best to make sure things go the way it's supposed to be, and yet they failed to listen to us. We have cried day and night, we have pleaded, and yet nothing is happening. So we cannot keep on dying in silence. Why the funny people are there in the bush, killing our siblings, killing our brothers, killing our sisters, raping the one they can rape, doing all manner of things to our people. We have done our possible best to make sure the government comes for our aid, and yet the government know what is going on, and they refuse to listen to us. They refuse to listen.
It is the same all over the place. And it seems that people have become so powerless. The politicians have no worries because to them, Nigeria is actually really working well. The reason why some of you don't think Nigeria is working is because you don't love Nigeria like they do. Therefore, those who love Nigeria are with them, and they believe that call has done so well. Example, with a Wike that delivered Abuja local government council or so, right, to APC, Egbekegbe, is currently like their poster boy, because he's the one who has now introduced what he called the Rainbow Coalition between APC and PDP. That's what they had in River State, and they are about to put to test. Or they have actually done it. They did local government election with the sole administrator, where PDP and APC shared the whole states, among themselves, according to how Wike drafted it. So he's done the same thing in Abuja, and this time he's reminding every one of you who thinks that Tifnumbu is not doing well. It is time for all of you to see that he is actually doing well. See how Abuja people are now supporting APC. That APC that has never won election inside the asshole rock actually won it this time, and the rest. Baba Wike sees himself as a governor of Abuja. Therefore, he first of all, right, he released what he called the statewide broadcast. I've been a citywide, I don't know what he called it, but it's actually a broadcast. Okay. Talking about how and why some of you are currently misjudging APC and its acceptability among Nigerians. There's nothing you can really say about it. They will keep winning. This is about winning.
I'm pleased to address you today as we celebrate the successful conclusion of the FCT area council elections. The peaceful conduct of the election is a testament to the commitment of the people of Fulani Capital Territory to democracy and good governance. I thank the residents for believing in the renewed and credible democratic process being championed by the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic. To all the candidates who participated in the election, I commend their belief in our democracy. Their participation is a proof of their commitment to ensuring that the voice of the minorities heard, even when it is the majority that will always have this way. Most especially, I congratulate the All Progressive Congress APC and the People's Democratic Party for their victories. This election has indeed shown that Nigeria now know the ruling party and the real opposition party. Also, the election has further exposed the hypocrisy of people who go about buying corns and granules from roadside sellers for the purpose of campaign just to deceive Nigerians. Yesterday, the residents of the FCT demonstrated that they cannot be deceived by emergency Democrats who are choosing not to see anything good in our country and the government. I thank Mr. President for the development he has brought to the FCT. This election is a reflection of the President's vision and leadership, and a testimony that the New Hope agenda has brought optimism and confidence to the people of the FCT. No doubt, the commitment of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to improving the lives of Nigerians, particularly the residents of the FCT, have not gone unnoticed. The New Hope agenda has given us hope for a brighter future, and we are confident that under his leadership, the FCT will continue to be a model of development and progress. I commend the President for standing firm in defense of democracy, particularly in ensuring the amendment of the Electoral Act to strengthen the conduct of credible elections. This demonstrates his commitment to improving our democratic process. Let me at this juncture also congratulate the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) for conducting a free, fair and credible election. This is a reflection of the tribune's commitment to strengthen democratic institutions and ensuring that our electoral processes are transparent and reliable. I also commend the security agencies for their dedication to duty, ensuring the peaceful conduct of the election. Their efforts have contributed to the successes of this democratic exercise. To the winners of the elections, I congratulate you on your victory. You have been given a mandate to serve the people, and I urge you to do so with humility, dedication, and commitment to excellence. Work tirelessly to improve the lives of the residents and bring development to our communities. To the residents of the FCT, especially those in satellite towns, I once again commend you for coming out in large numbers to exercise your franchise and for doing so in a peaceful and orderly manner. Your participation affirms your trust in our democracy, and I urge you to continue to support the government.
Democracy. That's very Wike, Abuja governor. So immediately he recorded and released that. Then he went straight to the Asshole Rock, okay, to go and genuflect and then celebrate just before other things, step by step, right? Yeah, with a Wike.
I've always said it's not good for somebody. You wake up in the morning, you wake up in the afternoon, you wake up, you just comment without really knowing fully what has happened. I never. It was Mr. President approval that said, look, the movement should be restricted because of security report that people are trying to bring in hoodlums. Mr. President said this is what should happen, not to me. And he did not even read the speech. Just to tell you, busybody. And I've always said, it's not everything you must comment. If you must comment, go and find out actually what happened. If you look at it, by the approval of Mr. President, he has said restriction from 8 p.m. on Friday, and that we shall work free day so that they can go back to the various area councils and participate in the electoral process. And this is not the first time, but you see, people who want, I with all due respect, and I've always said so, people like Femi must not always comment just because you want to comment. Comment on something you know about. Comment on something you have facts. You can't just wake up here, somebody say this, without even you verifying, investigating before you make comment. That's not the way it is. It's not a popularity show. It's not a popularity show. And people like Femi should sometimes calm down and investigate this thing they said. Is it correct? It's not correct. I'm a minister working under the president, and the president gave approval. So I did not impose coffee. The president has power to say, look, from so time to so time, that should not be based on intelligence and security reports. What's happened in Abuja, as far as I'm concerned, the FCT is to show that when there are good works, people will always appreciate it. This is the first time where a ruling party, a government, has won not only most of the cities, but even in the villa. It has never happened. And what has made me happy today is that his touch in the satellite towns is unprecedented. When you go to the satellite towns, you can't believe what is the people who have not seen the impact of government and say, can this really be true? And it is his politics and his attempt to make sure that they're giving people back their hope, and that is what has led to the victory of APC today in FCT. Because I've never had any doubt. I do know that the Rebel Coalition will always take the day. And like I've said, the conduct was free, was fair from the reports, but I do know that there's no day, if you put an election, that the Rebel Coalition will not. We're not talking about it. In River State, we'll make sure that every politician comes together for the interest of the River State. And we agreed that the candidates was fall under the APC. And of course, if you look at the figures, there was no match, there was no rival. So we're very happy that today that the APC has strengthened our strength in River State. It has never been like that before. It's because
APC has been strengthened in River State. It is still a PDP, even though that doesn't even count anymore with Wike. Others didn't actually agree with him. Okay, they've had their way as expected anyway. So because until now, the ministers of FCT, they have never been involved in the elections or politics, the local politics there, like where Wike got involved. So they have always left the Abuja people to decide their own thinking. And it's never been this, controversial. So a PDP lady who also participated in the election has joined the Obidients Movement, because the Obidients Movement, they have rejected the results of, especially that of AMAC, the Abuja Municipal Area Council, right? The one that is at the center that controls all those Aso all those places. So where a guy called Moses contested, and he was projected to win until they did the abracadabra, and then he was declared the loser, or APC was declared the winner. Meanwhile, it is actually APC that is called APC chairman that is currently in charge of that local government, that's AMAC. But for this lady, he is PDP, not obedient.
Honorable Zakame Kalagu, but with great sadness, I'm compelled to state that the election, the councillorship election, was marred by serious irregularities, particularly at the points of collation. Our records show that we won convincingly at the majority of the polling units. However, the figures were manipulated during the collation process to favor the APC candidates. We view this as a direct assault on democracy. We declared that the election was rigged, and this experience underscored the urgent need for electoral reform, including real-time transformation of results. The experience of this past weekend showed that Nigeria still has a long way to go, and we need urgent electoral reform. This is the only way to protect the integrity of the ballot. I want to thank my supporters who ignored the general voters' apathy to stand by me. I appreciate your loyalty and your courage. Your effort was not in vain. I wish to state again that we are not accepting these results. Our legal team is already preparing to review the process, and we will be taking a step forward after that. We will pursue this matter to its logical conclusion at the tribunal. We remain determined to reclaim the mandate that was freely given to us by the people of citizens.
Right, you're going to go to court, Abby? Yesterday, I was talking about the visible, or being at the existential crack in this their coalition when it comes to the SPV boys, the articulators, as well as the Obidients. I explained as much as I could the last time. 24 hours after that, that same crack is pretty much like well pronounced now. How? I understand Obidients Movement. Then they joined ADC. So joining the ADC, they keep the movement, and the articulators who are currently claiming that they decided to stay away because this Obidient hijacked their campaign. That was their own excuse, again, about their the crack in their coalition. So the Obedients are very much suspicious of what the intention of Atiku and others are against Obi. So therefore, right, they are not like fully in that ADC. Because I expected the ADC as a party, okay, to come out and possibly make their own pronouncement on the elections, okay? But rather, it is the Obidients Movement first. Tanko, is it called Yunus Tanko? Yeah, the day of the election when it felt like they are being rigged in that AMAC, he made a video calling on the voters in Abuja to come out en masse and to resist the rigging.
The situation in this country is becoming more alarming than I thought. At the moment now, reports reaching us in the situation room indicate that Gwarimpa, Gariki, and Kauru resort are ready since 9 o'clock, and they refuse to announce it just because Dr. Mo is leading. And that is why the chaos is everywhere within those particular places. At the moment, as we're talking, there's going to be heavy mobilization. Tear gas has been shot at everyone. So now I'm using this opportunity to call on all Nigerians to be vigilant and come out in this respect. Yes, I know some people are saying, why am I not? I'm there myself. And this is the time also the political party leaders of the ADC must come out with volume of positions saying that no to this election rigging, because the target is to rig out Dr. Mo, who is already leading in this particular election. And this is the test that they are trying to arrange for the general election. We must battle this one now. And I'm urging everybody to come out, please, to the rescue of Dr. Mo, because he has won this election, and that is why they are afraid, and they brought out all the governors manipulating and bringing all the money that they've stolen, with all due respect. But at this point in time, we don't care. We just want to get the election correct and all. Please, let's mobilize as quickly as possible. They must announce.
But that never happened. They did mobilize, they did create a scene, but like those who have participated in the Nigerian election before, the collation center is the place where rigging takes place. Usually, that is a place where the ruling party will flex their muscle, and they will shut out the opposition from witnessing the collation of results. They would have to fence them out. only the ruling party and their agents and everything will have access to all these election materials, the result and everything. And everything you thought you've recorded at your units when you voted will be changed. Maybe not everything, but everything. They will change everything. And that is when the people will begin to wonder, how did the result change? Sometimes people do overwhelm them at those collation centers, okay? They will overwhelm the security and say, no, we want to see it. And then the right thing will be done. But not always. For those who have participated in their elections. When we came there to make a statement, and there is nothing that was going to stop him. Show you guys. So the election would not be free and fair. The whole report about it obviously showed that, right? But here is the position of Obidients Movement. Okay. First, the guy himself, Mo, also rejects the results. And he's going to go to Kotabe.
Let it be known and recorded in history that what we witnessed in this election was not merely a contest for office. It was a declaration of dignity by a people who refused to surrender their future. I have reviewed outcome as announced. While I firmly believe, based on our extensive engagement and the overwhelming spirit of our movement, that we earned the sacred mandate of the people, I strongly condemn the declared results as they do not reflect the true will of the residents of Abuja. Even among those who voted, many have expressed deep disagreement with the announced outcome due to widespread irregularities. This includes the restrictions of movement by the imposition of curfew, alteration and mutilation of polling unit results, which tragically contributed to the death of Musa Abubakar at the Gwagwa polling unit while trying to resist their actions. The intimidation and attacks on the ADC party members by security agencies, massive vote buying across several wards, and voter suppression caused by the late arrival of election materials in key polling units, including Kabusa, among many others. These actions undermine the integrity of the electoral process and the confidence of the people in our democracy. Our movement was never built on the fragile foundation of titles. It was built on the enduring foundation
of integrity. And we get that. You are dealing with criminals. And you are talking about your foundation. I mean, your movement is not built on a title and the rest of that. That is, but yeah, he rejects the results. He believed that it was rigged out, but more, come on, man. How could you score 8 at your own polling unit? Like, come on. Because me, I've been trying to kind of like review that. So I'm expecting him to say, no, that's not what happened. I scored this number at my polling unit. They recorded 8 for me. I mean, 7 for me. Papa, the total number of votes casted in at this guy's polling unit was 9, less than 10. Where is he even going to take that to? I understand that, I mean, there is, their manipulations and the rest of that, their technical riggings and the rest, I get that. Or, try. But now, again, rather than the ADC to address the press on these elections, which mostly believe that their leadership were much like dragged into campaigning for their candidates in these elections, that they were not really so committed to it in that sense, right? So maybe that is the reason why the Obidients Movement decided to take charge and react to the elections, as they have been at the forefront of it anyway. Something that the Articulutas, the SPV boys, called hijacking. They said they hijacked the party candidacy from them. Therefore, that's why they lost. Yeah, the Obidients Movement says, again, they are rejecting the results. Similar story. Hear it. This time from Tanko, their coordinator.
The result of the Abuja Municipal Area Council AMAC chairmanship election held this past Saturday, February 21st, 2026, are not just a political setback, they are a brazen assault on the foundation of our democracy. As many of you know, the Obidients Movement and indeed fellow Nigerians threw their full weight behind the African Democratic Congress ADC candidate, Dr. Moses Paul, and his other candidates. Inspired by the visions of a new Nigeria, with our supporters mobilized with unprecedented passion, creating a powerful coalition for a change. The Independent Electoral Commission contributed to the voters' apathy by dividing the polling unit without informing the voters, making it difficult for voters to locate their polling units. Many left in frustration, not voting, with 7% turnout. His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi showed his capacity once again with the love of the Nigerian people who came out to support the candidate of the party within a short time of joining the ADC. By calling his supporters to come out and vote, this explained the marginal increase of voters within the compared with previous voting pattern in the FCT local government elections. We were clearly ahead in the polls. The will of the people was undeniable. Yet, that we witnessed was a criminal subversion of that will. The declared victory of the All Progressive Congress was not earned at the polling unit. It was manufactured through a campaign of violence, intimidation, and blatant manipulation. The people of AMAC spoke clearly with their votes, choosing a new direction with Dr. Mo and the ADC. Their voice was stolen in broad daylight. We will not stand by and watch our democracy being discredited. We demand a full and transparent review of the election results and a call on the security agency to bring the perpetrators of this violence, especially the murderers of Musa, to justice. We call on all Nigerians, on every civil society groups, and in the international community to stand with us in this particular trying moment of our democracy in Nigeria. We must condemn this electoral injustice in the strongest possible terms. We urge INEC to act immediately to address this grievous allegation and restore the sanctity of the ballot.
Is that not 2023 again? Eh? Was that not how many of them were addressing different medias and all of that, calling on judiciary and all of that to do something? You're calling on people who have deliberately sabotaged your election to do something, to review it. So we're in 2027 here, eh? That's how it's going to be in 2027 too. You're all going to speak fire, and then election will come, they will do what they normally do. The voter apathy, reduce the number of people that will come out, inflate the figures to balance up whatever they want to announce to you, then announce it, and then everybody will go back to the media. Eh? Nah, well, again, one is talking tough. Is Aisha Yusufu at the same press conference. They will resist.
Especially here in Abuja, is that when it comes to the general election, the citizens of Abuja, the residents of Abuja do come out en masse. And so there will not be a repeat of what you have seen, what you saw happen on Saturday. And for those who would want to believe that there's anything within the Obidients movement that has gone down, it hasn't. In a way, it has even, exploded more exponentially, and the growth it's out there. We also have to understand that for the first time, like Dr. Tanko Yunus, the national coordinator of the Obidients movement, have said, we have seen an increase compared to what you usually have in terms of people's awareness of the area council election. We have a country where most people do not think about or focus on the area council election. They are more interested in states or general election. But for the first time in Abuja, we saw what the campaigns that Dr. Mo did, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi himself brought into the campaign, and the way they were able to get the people to be very focused on the campaign. One of the things I think that should worry every one of us as Nigerians is the fact that election has become a war. There mustn't be any ground on which a human being, a Nigerian just like us, will lose his life. And you know what we are thinking about is evidence. That is a human being that lived in this country that has been killed just because he came out to come and exercise something that is within his constitutional right to be able to do that. But let me just reiterate once again that especially here in
2027 will resist. No, the saddest thing is that these guys who kill, there are so many Nigerians that are still going to be killed before, during, and after your 2027 charade. And that's very expensive, you know, like people dying because they want to choose their leaders or choose their representatives. And then some people, powerful people, feels like, no, that shouldn't happen, okay? And then they got the power, okay? They got the power only to now use the same power like against the same people that initially never really wanted them, or you forced yourselves on them, but you still gives them nothing back, you know? But yeah, that's on the side of the opposition. What Wike did in Abuja, to the APC, and their supporters, right? It was marvelous. I mean, it is marvelous to them, and they celebrated it all night for 2 days. If you have been in Abuja, not in the Amak, and go to the suburb and all of those villages, got some for you.
We are not in the chopping, PDP, chop. Funding strategy creates long-term money, change the physical confusion between monetary policy and fiscal policy. Be accountable, renew, block the loopholes, untighten the bottlenecks, make reprocessing accelerated processing, answer questions, timely calendarization of money and treasury notes, and build a nation. Come on, they don't know it. We are not in the...
Things are getting better for Nigeria. Things are getting better. For Asiwaju is on the throne. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. Mr. President.
Mr. President, things are getting better. So after that party and all of that, so everybody will actually go back into the reality. The reality of looking for who is to help them lift their burden. The same one that the criminal politicians promised them during elections. And once it's over, everybody goes back and everybody go back to the status quo, like to their reality. And so the APC, it wasn't just with a Wike that was in town. Even the Kwara governor, whose people have been under like endless attacks across the state, in the hands of this Islamic jihadist or the Fulani terrorist, depends on which one comes to the news next. Communities, villages are being emptied by this armed terrorist. But it was in Abuja to ensure that what they got as 5-1, like 5 out of 6 councils in Abuja, right, was achieved. It wasn't just with Wike. So their chairman, Wike, did the unbelievable. And therefore, they are grateful. And they believe that it's still going to do more out of the whole, after everything.
The renewal agenda of Mr. President is people-oriented. You can see what the FCT minister is doing in terms of projects. Infrastructure, you can't deny the fact that we've built some of the best infrastructure for FCT in the last 3 years, about 2 years. You can't deny the roads, they are visible. You can't deny the street lights, they are visible. You can't deny the school we're building, they are visible. You can't deny the schools we're building, they are visible. You can't deny our social protection programs, they are visible. You can't deny our health support system, they are visible. Every day a student that receives our student loan, and every month an alert of 20,000 drops in his own bank account. He prays for this party to return back.
One day everybody is feeling what they are doing. Everybody can see this their student loan. They can see all this, everything. We're seeing it. And on that note, where the Wike got invited to Edo State, okay, by Okwe Odoyo to come and commission some tractors, right? Now from the airport, where is supposed arrival, where did I put that? Okay, I'm coming. I'm going to take you to Anambra, where Solodom, somebody who represented him, has now shut the another spare part market down for observing a sit-at-home on Monday. Today is Monday. So they keep going about to check and see those who are complying with the order, Solodom's order, which is that there is no sit-at-home in Anambra State. There should not be any sit-at-home until their government markets, government-owned markets is said, right? So today, I think a name or so, they went straight to the motorcycle spare parts markets, where some of the stores were not open to. So, and they shut them for a week, like they did during the time they shut down the main market, the Chaya. They have done the same thing at this spare parts markets, in New York.
What is the time? What is the time? What is the time? I think you people want to. We want to. Nasa kwenu. Nasa kwenu. It's all the manasa. I am only like Odema Nasfa. Okay, but we are talking about Odema Anambra and Odema Nigeria. Okay. Today is 23rd of February 2026. Yes, sir. Anambra opened for business on 2nd of February 2026. I was here last week Monday, and the shops were all few, like it is today, few still open, which means a lot of people here are deliberately wanting to sabotage the state. The governor gave an order that business is open in Anambra State on Mondays. And because of this thing, this recalcitrant attitude of the NASFA, main market was shut down and reopened on the 2nd of February. And since then, main market has been open. And all the markets in Onitsha will be monitoring. We've been the June, we were in there last week. But it seems that you people deliberately, some of you are here, they claim that you are here, but you are not here for business. Because if you are here for business, you come in the morning, you open your shop, is it not? Yes. But excuse me, that doesn't open his shop. Anybody that doesn't open his shop on a Monday is an economic saboteur to the state. Deliberately sabotaging the effort of the state. Because being here in the market, you must open Monday through Saturday. That is the executive order given by Mr. Governor. Yes. If you don't open it, as long as you are here in the market, and this market is a government-owned market, you must open the market. If you don't open the market, you are sabotaging the effort of the state. For this sabotage that you people have exhibited today, it seems that some of you still want to. You still don't want the government to move forward. You don't want the state to move forward. This market, we are going to keep this market closed from today till the next week Monday. Then if your people are playing or whatever you want to do, you can continue and go and have that holidays till next week Monday. That's the order of the governor. We are going to, since you people don't want to comply, you don't want to, then we are going to have you. You can go and do whatever you want to do. By tomorrow, this market will stay closed as it is today until Monday next week. I'm not here to make objection. We have the freedom to speak.
Those who attended, those we addressed, they were traders. The people he was speaking to there, they were traders. And there were a sizable number of them. He came there, addressed them like he's addressing some, just addressing some, probably some of his staff. You shouldn't even address your staff like that anyway. Like he's addressing his staff. If you are not following my order, you will know. And they were asking him that, can we ask questions? At least we have right to ask questions. We want to say something. He said, no, he's just there with the media to deliver the message. And he walked away. And they have to shut their markets. On the other side of the town, there were people who are actually protesting because, not just because of the market, it is because of his arbitrariness when he keeps dishing out this kind of orders. Saludo.
Teaching the main market. Teaching the market.
Now let's go to Edo State, where with a Wike, who is still very much basking in the victory he has given to the APC in Abuja. So he's a special guest of honor, in Edo State, to the Edo State government, rather. So the Okweodoyo of Edo invited him, and he traveled to Edo State. He flew to Edo State with Oshiomole, and it was actually a spectacle. The highlight of it was when Okweodoyo was to address the audience. Let's start from the airport, where their hype men were hyping with Wike. Let's go to the airport. Benny.
God bless the governor. God bless the governor. God bless the governor. God bless the governor. The governor of Edo State. The Akpakobudosa. The Akpakobudosa. No matter, God bless the chief of staff. To the governor. Trusted. God bless the governor. God bless Doke. To the governor. Romeo, incoming chairman. God bless Romeo, pot of life, a good man. A man that the youth are counting on. A man with so much legacy. You are chief. God bless the chief. God bless chief. God bless Romeo. God bless chief. See, they're two wonderful people. No matter. With the governor, doctor. Oh, doctor. Wike. 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 Oh, Wike. The only man we finish Atiku Obi Erufai Amechi together in local government election. Wike. Wike. Oh, how's that Wike? Wike. 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 Oh, Akpako commission project. 40 months. Akpako, they back people come for commissioning. Bajolo. Yeah, come Wike. No matter. No matter. Oh, Wike. 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 No matter. Wike. FCT 001. Wike. No matter. More wisdom to pilot, to carry the good people of Edo South along the way you are doing. Romeo, very loyal to the party. Party supreme. Ogbede Iyama, trusted son. Trusted son. No matter. God bless Lawrence Oka. The governor. The governor of Edo State. The performing governor of Edo State. 14 months, you dey commission anyhow. The governor. The governor. The governor of Edo State. Oh, party supreme with the SSG. God bless the SSG. Very humble man. You know they raise body. Don't be like all those come for me when they raise body. Oh, cannot be the Kulukulu one. No matter. Oh, the Kulukulu. The Kulukulu one. Oh, Wike. 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 FCT 001. The man will finish Obi Atiku. Wike. Oh, no matter. That is it, man. Akpako deliver. Akpako Wike. Wike. Wike, he don't test. Wike left in the door with the governor of Plateau State. Wike, the only man where Ben Atiku, Ben Obi, Ben Amechi, Ben Arufai, the only man that is stronger than Atiku. Hey, Wike, the only man who don't test the microphone for 2027. FCT clear. May that woman where they see that may come contest again. May no say this will not be Obidients Movement time. No matter. Party Supreme. God bless Honorable Romeo. Honorable Romeo, he coming.
Yeah, that's the characters in charge of Nigeria making or taking critical decisions. Yeah, taking critical decisions for millions of people. And that's how they roll it. That's how they run it every day. So when they landed, to welcome them, right? Odoyo, the governor of Edo, it's the media. I'm sorry, it's the viral click with this.
Our father, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GFS, ably represented by the minister. Our father, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GFS.
Okay. Then it was the turn of Oshiomole. And he reminded everybody that with what Wike did in Abuja recently, he has helped to lay the foundation for what is still to come. Because, listen, Wike has done so well in Abuja, apart from this selection issue, right? According to Oshiomole, he said, Wike has done so well. Like, he's brought development to the remotest part of Abuja like no other government has ever done. And mind you, Tinubu appointing Wike as a minister is also very much, symbolic, because Wike happened to be the first southern person to become minister of FCT in Nigeria. So therefore, it makes it so unique that everything he's been doing, right, has just been like so great, kind of praising him. Then he remembered when he was also, ostracized by his own people when he was the APC chairman, Oshiomole. So he said that when he was removed as the chairman of APC and a lot of people deserted him, Wike supported him. Kind of like, it was meant to be a moment to celebrate with Wike in Edo State. And mind you, he's very much instrumental to the emergence of Odoyo as governor of Edo. So, his own cousin or so was the returning officer for that in that election. He was the returning officer for Edo State back then. So yeah, let's go to Oshiomole talking about Wike in Benin today.
The very distinguished Excellency Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, the first person from our geopolitical zone, South-South, to go to Abuja as FCT minister and minister in a way that has redefined the concept of development. And if anybody was down, he did the wonders yesterday when his party came second after APC. Can you congratulate the minister?
Wike, you too much. Wike, you 3 months. Wike, you 4 months. Wike, you 5 months. If I didn't think all the things well, yes, on Wike they do. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, be your plenty. I don't think I'm accountable.
Thank you. Because to take second after APC no issue, particularly where some people got not over 100. So I want to congratulate you. And I want to thank our governor for sustaining the friendship with the Honorable Minister of FCT. This is a man who knows the meaning of friendship. He also identifies with short people when they are in distress. After I had been dismissed as national chairman, who knows the meaning of friendship, he also identifies with short people when they are in distress. After I had been dismissed as national chairman of the ruling party, after I have led them to victory against Sekudu that took second in PDP, where Governor Wike, as it there was minister, and I thoroughly used this my mouth to abuse PDP. Even in Port Harcourt, when I was dismissed, I became lonely, abandoned by my own party. People are even afraid to visit me because it could be termed anti-party. And I got a call from a real Nigeria who identify with those who are lonely, and he invited me to Port Harcourt to commission a flyover. Can you imagine that? Can you give the Honorable Minister a round of applause?
We gave you too much, we gave.
And then that was not enough. This minister honored me by giving me the highest honor of River State. So if I do Nyanga, because I have a minister that identified with me when I was retrenched from my job. Even though he told me he celebrated my dismissal, but he also renewed my hope. So, as you can see, Honorable Minister, what Governor Mode is doing is simply to remind you that don't judge Edo people by the behavior of a person who didn't have sense of gratitude. He didn't represent the fighting spirit of the Edo man. Nor does he represent our sense of gratitude. We know our friends and we stab our friends. So Monday, thank you for paying the debts and meeting up the deficit created by Governor Basking. But if I may,
it's like Obaseki's ghost is still haunting Oshiomole and Okweodoyo. There is no time or at any event that they are doing in Edo that either of them won't actually talk about what Obaseki did. And I'm like, come on, man. You are in charge now. So, anyway. So that's Oshiomole. Meanwhile, Wike himself also speaks there as well. Because according to him, Nigerians are wise now. Elections can no longer be won on cosplaying, you know, where people are eating corn on the roadside, by the roadside, then trying to drink or eat what the poor people eat, jump on bikes with them. That will no longer work. With the Wike in his own element.
Expected that developers must go to the rural area. And let me say, winning of election is not by dancing. Winning of election is not by buying corn on the road. Winning of election is to show the people what you have done. And you have laid the foundation for Mr. President and for all those who run an election in Edo State to be elected. While most people were busy doing what they have never done before. And that's why Nigerians must be very careful of emergency Democrats. People, when they were in office, they hardly would come out not to talk about buying corn on the road to chew corn. Something you have never done since you were born. Simply because You want to deceive the people, to show that you are man of the people. That does not. You are deceiving people. Mr. President is busy developing the FCT. And that is why, as a PDP member, I'm not challenging the results. Because I know that what Mr. President has done in the FCT, of course, for his party. But I'm happy that we no failure. Yes.
Sorry about the quality of that clip, okay? So earlier today, there was this report of a fire incident at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos. Yesterday, I shared with us the ongoing renovation being carried out by Frostos Otobokeyamo, the over 700 billion naira facelift of fire caused by electrical appliance or something, okay, cable issue, triggered an emergency evacuation at the airport this afternoon. And I've got some clips from there.
I mean, I don't debone.
These are with a chemical. They just waste the.
Okay. The water on the game pressure.
For where? Where you want?
Go. Syria like this. Syria water there. Men are use helicopter now. Men are use helicopter.
You can't answer.
Helicopter don't come now. They come view the thing.
This guy. I mean, I don't debone.
Did you see where the fire? The fire was at the departure session or departure launch, right? And then somebody was asking, what about the firefighters? Where are the fire trucks and all that? Then the next clip showed that to you. Those were the firefighters. So they couldn't put out the fire, but there were others inside. Maybe it was too late. So this is like from outside and from inside. Watch this. Unbelievable, yeah? Well, Nananja, it is a place where if you try to understand it, only run mad. Yeah, not that you are going to run mad, but you fit kind of like graze. When you go hold your head and say, which can contribute this? That's why they said that if they explained Nigeria to you and you are not mad, they didn't explain it to you better. They lied to you. That's when it is a place where every illogical things feels logical to them. Every abnormal thing is normal. Now you go there and say, but why is this one not there? Why is that one not there? In 2026, international airport. So expect them to jack up at the cost of the renovation or upgrade of the airport now from 750 billion naira, maybe to 1.5 trillion with this fire now. All of this doesn't make any sense. Abi? So it gives room to conspiracy theory. Did they burn down the airport to raise money for their 2027? As everything is all about how to plug their own straw to the Nigerian money, okay? Their own way of looting and stealing it from you. So burning down the airports, like in 2026, international airport has no, what they call the wet riser. What about the sprinklers? Another one that immediately they sense smoke, they will just begin to inside the airport. So that one self, no there, So what about the airport itself to have their own firefighters and all of those equipments in? Are they not there? They were there, Abi. The other day, when Adi Sirika was your minister, the guy who gave you the first Nigeria Air, I remember he bought, I think he bought 15 fire trucks for this same Lagos airport, international airport, and Abuja. Nothing makes sense in that place, nothing. But people did see, I don't know, maybe they were evacuating some VIPs that couldn't run or something. So they spotted that this chopper, like hovering out of the airport, believed to be on a rescue operation. You can have much of that. So before we round it up this evening, okay, I want you to listen to this. It has to do with what they did in Abuja 2 days ago, as well as what some of you should look forward to in your 2027 charade. There will be many things to probably get you more clearer of what their intention is in the long run. Rufai?
If you think that what happened in FCT and other parts were elections, then you must be delusional. If you think those were elections, then you must be delusional. You see, that's just a reflection of how destroyed our democracy has become. At this rate, I have a piece of advice. It's just best we stop doing the elections. Let the ruling party just put whoever they want to put there, because it's just a mere formality. That's why you see people didn't come out. Let the ruling party just put whoever they want to put there. Did you see the forms that they recorded? Did you see the mutilation? Some party have the nerve to come out to celebrate that we won. What did you win? At this rate, it's just best. Let's just stop it. Because these are not elections. This is a joke. This is delusion. And they're saying they're democracy. This is democracy. Ballot papers mutilated. Some polling units have more registered. When they count the votes in there, they have more registered people. Less registered people, and you have more votes. Mutilation here and there. Balkanization of the coalition center. And you call this election. So where is the free will of the people? So you can now see the reason why they didn't listen to the words of the people. They didn't want transparency in the process. And that's why they were so quick to sign that something into law less than 24 hours after, or 24 hours after that thing was passed. So, in the end, people emerged. Then PDP kept one, APC kept how many? 5, and we called that one elections. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, those are no elections. You see, it will get to a day. That's the day the truth will be spoken in this country. People will remember that I said my beats. And I know that day will come. It will not last forever. Those before them did worse than this. Where did they end? We will see. We will see. It is not today. So
it's just going to be a matter of time. So this is what most of the election results sheet looks like. Okay. Mutilated, falsified, inflated, and all of that. But guess what? It will still pass. So you have to give it to them. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, all the brethren in the temple, let me say thank you to you for your time this evening. And that is where we are going to round it up. Again, I'm taking advantage of less attendance, okay, to be able to kind of like have a easy. Okay. So I'm going to see you another time. Please join me. But before you leave, remember, like this broadcast, okay? Like it and share it. And I will see you another time. Go down.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun dayari political. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Kíkó nìna kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ Bakin Ladi. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹ̀rùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.